6:21 a.m. Good morning, and the news analysis and headline goes thus: How Tinubu's trip to London changed the shape of 2023 presidency. The news in full. Over the last few months, many APC chieftains have been traveling to London to see the national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who is currently recuperating from a knee operation. The doctors had advised that he takes a well-deserved rest for a few months to enable him, heal well. His absence from the political scene, of course, has sent tongues wagging as to the whereabouts of the seasoned politician because of his health issues. He had decided to keep a low profile and stay away from public glare. Trust Asiwaju, he wanted to do what he wanted to do and promptly returned to Nigeria to continue with politicking. But his doctors were firm. They insisted that he stays back to heal properly, and so he complied with their instructions. It was when many people noticed his absence at major APC functions and activities at both the national and state level that they began to wonder where he was or what may have happened to him. Nobody said anything. Nobody explained anything. And of course, mischief makers went to town insinuating all sorts, and social media was agog with all sorts of doomsday theories. It was when President Muhammadu Buhari, who was also in London, decided to visit Asiwaju at his London residence that many realized that the APC national leader was indeed alive, ill and healthy. When the president visited Asiwaju, both discussed a lot about the situation of things in Nigeria. They also discussed party politics because both are the APC party leaders. Once news broke online that Buhari and Asiwaju met, it jolted many APC politicians for so many reasons. There were those who didn't believe Asiwaju was ill and healthy. There were those who were also shocked that Buhari and Asiwaju spent quality time together, chatting and bantering. The fact that President Muhammadu Buhari was in a relaxed mood with Asiwaju further shocked them, because the gist that Asiwaju was dead had made the rounds for months, and everybody kept mum about it, waiting for a formal announcement, which gave free rein to all sorts of rumors as to who will take over the leadership of Tinubu's prolonged absence, which had left his ranks divided between those who were waiting to benefit from his exit and those who wanted to remain loyal to Asiwaju even in his absence. Some political mischief makers had dropped the hints online that Asiwaju told Buhari that he was no longer running and that he will pick a candidate from the camp to run in 2023. And as Buhari should support this game plan, all sorts of permutations came up, many of which coming from the opposition party and his loyalists who wanted to further eat up the situation. Once all this played out, all the political players went back to the drawing board and began to plot new moves. Some of his political associates decided to go visiting Asiwaju. What made the series of visits all the more shocking was the fact that some of Asiwaju's political associates, who many feel are not in his good books, also went to London to see him, whilst some of his core loyalists, like the Lagos Speaker, Right Honourable Obasa, and others visited. Senator Ibikunle Amosun and Moise Banere visit came as a big shock because the two of them have had political differences with Asiwaju in the recent past. And over the last few weeks, many more APC chieftains had visited Asiwaju in London. City people can authoritatively review that the London trip of Asiwaju has changed a lot from the political situation in the country. So angry did one of Tinubu's aides get that he wrote an article asking the question, who is afraid of Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu? It was Asiwaju's aide, Tunde Rahman, media advisor to Asiwaju Tinubu, that authored the article. Rahman was formerly editor This Day on Saturday and Sunday newspaper. Why do political opponents dread the All Progressive Congress national leader Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu so much that in their wishful thinking they hope that he gives away or simply quits the stage? Why should political contestation get to that point where our so-called political leaders will be wishing their competitors dead if they are actually in politics for the public good? These are some of the questions that have agitated my mind following the repeated unfounded rumors about Asiwaju Tinubu's health status. In the last few months, the former Lagos governor had died many times over the reckoning of this nefarious process. Each time Asiwaju travels, the next thing these detractors who abound in the People's Democratic Party as an APC do is to shamelessly claim that he is seriously ill, undergoing surgery, or that he has died. Yet, each time they have made such blatant claims, the lie has always blown up on their faces as they have always been proven wrong. Surprisingly, some of these evil persons would also claim the APC national leader is no longer relevant in the scheme of the things in the party he helped form. And you wonder, if he is no longer important within the APC, why dissipating energies about him? Why hoping that he dies each time he steps out of the country? These people have been in this despicable game for quite a while. They have perpetrated so much hatred and told too many lies that to track them can be a Herculean task. Let me attempt a recall of a few of these in April this year, when he went for Umrah Lesser Hajj in Saudi. They brought out a Photoshop photograph that portrayed Asiwaju in a very bad light. The picture was so bad that you would wonder whether it had any feature of him. All these malicious people wanted to demonstrate is Asiwaju is so badly ill or incapacitated that he cannot even aspire to lead this country. Talk less, mount the exalted office. Ironically, at the same lesser Hajj, Asiwaju, whom the malevolent imagined dead, effortlessly performed Tawaf, going around the Holy Kaaba several times and underwent all the rites of Umrah. I was in that entourage to Umrah along with some of his friends and associates, including Osun State Governor Dêstóyêd Oyetola, former Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Chairman Malam Nuhu Ibadu, and former National Welfare Officer of the APC Alhaji Ibrahim Masari.